Hi, Ed August here again. I don't know if you got to see it, but yesterday I did a three-card reading about Trump at his rally in Tulsa. Trump in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That Trump Tulsa sounded really good, got a lot of views. And this is what I got. I got three-card reading. The High Priestess puts everything on a very kind of not quite secret, but private kind of a level, huh? Very, very important reading. Very important rally. The star, wouldn't you say that Trump is a star? And then finally, the Seven of Pentacles showed that there's some positive monetary rewards that are going to come from that. That sure makes sense to me that they would. So let's see. I'm just wanted to amplify just a little bit about that. The High Priestess is like it's the wisdom, of an entire movement. It's the wisdom of someone behind the throne. It's someone that is extremely powerful because of what she knows, and sometimes she doesn't speak of what she knows, and yet it's there. Trump can make 100, jokes and references and things like that, but there's a lot of wisdom that is practically hiding there. And then also the whole idea of him being out in public and talking before these groups, and often getting into a very warm type of thing with his audience, is a star, because he is a star. My goodness, how long did he do that show that was on every week, on TV? And then of course he's all about money, making money, and I don't think that he would be, even though he's being selfless in his career right now, I don't think he'd be totally doing it unless there was some expectation of some wealth, coming in the door. And so it was a very good reading. It was probably the best reading that I've been able to do here for quite a while. Now I have the rest of the cards, and just wonder. See, I'm on my own right now, so I don't have somebody holding the camera, so I got to hold my own camera, and I'm basically trying to shuffle cards. I just wanted you to see that this is like totally random cards, and I wanted to follow up a little bit with what we have up here. The High Priestess, knowledge and secrets in high places, the secret knowledge that a president of the United States would have that others would not. So I'm just going to go in here and see what's going to happen with this, good or bad. So there's some disappointments coming and going on perhaps right now for President Trump, because of the fact that he's been undercut and sabotaged to some extent by some of the negative people in Washington and around the country. And as you all know, there are people in the media that actually hate everything that he is, everything that he stands for. I guess there's a lot of people that just hate the fact that he came from wealth, that his father became extremely wealthy and passed it on to Donald. Some people just can't deal with that. Does that make any sense, though, really? Would you be against a guy just because, he's got $1 billion? A lot of it he made himself. He's good in real estate. But anyway, it's funny that the three of hearts, the three of swords, the swords are piercing the heart, is that there's a kind of like a loss of the positive energy right now, maybe because of the consequences of his doing this rally. The rally in Tulsa was, as we know now, undercut by Trump haters who booked, reservations and all kinds of other stuff, and then didn't show up, and then laughed about it on the internet. It's really bizarre. It's garish, you know. So let's see. What about the star? The star is also his ability to wow the crowds. I don't know. Where should I pick this card? How about right there? Oh, it's pretty good. You can't have much better than the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all the difference in the world between that and the Three of Swords. On some kind of mental or emotional level, there's been disappointments in Donald during and since this Trump rally in Tulsa, but it hasn't kept him from success. He has many small and large successes, and there are 9 goblets of gold that are lined up behind him. It reminds me at his rallies where he's at the microphone and he has his followers, like decked out there. Maybe it's in the Rose Garden or maybe it's in the press room, but, he's got his buddies and his followers, his acolytes, his experts, are all there. So there is something good that is coming from this Tulsa rally. There's an amount of success that will possibly overtake and exceed the negative feelings that he's had because of, for example, the COVID virus being, so sneaky, and the fact that people are not giving him, they're not giving him an inch. The third card is the Seven of Pentacles, and that's sort of like things that remain to be done, things that you're working on, the things that have been planted, planted, and you're waiting for them to come up. And that's what Trump is doing, waiting for something to come up. And, well, let's see. Where should I go with this? I'm just trying to be as random as I can. I wanted you to see how random I am. Oh, okay. So the the Seven of Pentacles is followed by the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is interesting because someone is waiting. Trump is waiting. The country is waiting. We're waiting to see kind of like the next, fandango. What is coming down the pike here at it? It is not by any stretch a bad card. It shows many things going on at a distance. He's able from his high position, whether it's at Trump Tower or Mar-a-Lago or whatever, literally or figuratively, to look out upon the world. There's the ships of the world that are coming and going. It's like he's waiting for something. It's like he's waiting for a change of fortune. It's like he's waiting to meet with somebody who can, make everything better for him, or who can make this prediction of Seven Pentacles, come true by bringing him the wealth, by bringing him the treaties and the agreements and stuff that he's looking for. So only in this one area with the Three of Swords, which relates to some deep feelings that he has, is there feeling of disappointment. So that card is definitely there. But do you see any other disappointments here? Not in the Nine of Cups. That's a very positive card. This could be something that's coming up that's very positive. This guy has a little bit dark skin. I'm thinking, could this be somebody like, for example, in India? Could this be Prime Minister Modi, whom he's going to be meeting with again, I'm sure? Something positive coming there, and maybe some treaties are going to be signed, and something that will give a boost to the stock market and to all of us here in the United States. One has to hope that, So this card just means, hey, just cross your fingers and wait and watch, because that's what he's doing. He's watching all the news from the world, symbolized by these ships that are sailing off into the distance. And he's perhaps waiting to make another trip that he's going to make. He makes trips all the time. So that's to follow up on the last reading, and I hope that you enjoyed that. And I'm going to be doing this again because gives me pleasure and makes me feel that I am able to somehow help the situation. Thanks very much.